Hello and welcome. My name is Bright Emeka, and this is the WordPress Essentials training course. Today we'll be looking at how WordPress works, and we'll be building a fictional website. We'll build this website for a fictional company. Internet. Okay, so formally, before you understand how or build websites, you would have to either learn any of the programming languages, either HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, before you be able to build even the most basics of any kind of website. You'd have to learn how to write lines and lines of code. But WordPress does an abstraction for us. With WordPress, we could build any kind of site we want. We could build this kind of website, as simple and as basic as it is, without having to write any line of code. That is the purpose of today's course. Alright, let's dive in. What is WordPress? WordPress is an open source programming open source framework built from the PHP programming language. WordPress, meet it. It's an awesome website. It's an awesome website creation tool. It powers over 33% of the web. There is a major difference. We have WordPress.org and we have WordPress.com. The difference is the WordPress.com is the managed hosting platform. It is for blogging majorly. WordPress.com, and there are some restrictions. You can't use your own themes and plugins. You can't be able to style your website the way you want. That is why for our purposes today, we would not use WordPress.com, we would be using WordPress.org. This is the self-hosted version of WordPress. WordPress is a software. It allows you build websites. So WordPress.org gives you freedom to customize and build whatever you want to build. If you want to build this kind or whatever kind, WordPress.org gives you that freedom. Let's take a look at how we can get WordPress. Now, to install WordPress on your system, you need what is called a server. You need this server on your local machine. But if you are going to be building online, you just need a hosting and domain name. Once you purchase that, you can have your website, WordPress installed on your website. So we will be using WAMP or XAMPP. WAMP is Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. To download either of them, go to www.wampserver.com and choose the kind of operating system you have. For XAMPP, go to apachefriends.org and select your operating system. If you are using a Linux, if you are using an OS, Mac OS, or if you are using a Windows system, just click and you would have that server downloaded. Okay, I already have XAMPP installed, so I'm not going to download it a second time. Okay, so once you've downloaded and installed either WAMP or XAMPP, I'd recommend you install XAMPP. So install XAMPP on your system. Once you install it, click on your start menu and look for the XAMPP. Okay, this is it. Right click and run as administrator. Click yes on the option that would come up. Now you would have the XAMPP control panel open on your system. It looks like this. Click on start and start. For the first time you open it, it will be they will all look like this. So they will require you to click start. Click start for the first two options, and then we are good. We can now have WordPress installed on our local machines. So now we go to download WordPress. Visit www.wordpress.org/download, then click this download button. Clicking it will download WordPress on our local machine. Okay, once you've downloaded WordPress, it looks like this. You download the zip file. Now we would have to unzip it to be able to use it. So right click and go to unzip the file, the folder. Okay, unzipping it would get this folder, and this will be inside the folder. Now what we want to do is rename this to the name we want to give to our website. Building online, we don't have to do all these processes. There is the famous 5-minute install for WordPress. Okay, so if we want to build on our website, say we have a hosting account with any hosting provider, what we would need to do, for instance, we are using Namecheap. They are a hosting company. Okay, so what they do for you is that you don't have to install WordPress by yourself. You could use, but at the click of a button, you have it installed for you. You search for the domain name you want, then you buy it, you purchase it. I already have a domain name purchased for our purposes today. So let me show us how we could have it on our local machine first before we go to the online version. Rename this to the name you want to give to your website. Say I want my website to be called Bright Emeka. Don't use spaces in the name of your website. It has to be for, domain names you visit, facebook.com, google.com. There are no spaces in the domain name. So when naming your website on your local system, don't use spaces in the name. Alright? So after naming it, we copy it. Now, if you downloaded XAMPP, go to your PC. In your PC, go to your local drive. Go to XAMPP folder, and you would see htdocs. So if you are using XAMPP, where we save our websites is inside htdocs. Paste it here. You'd see the files will be here. If you are using WAMP, you paste your website. If you are using WAMP, you paste your website inside the www folder. So let me say it again. For those that downloaded XAMPP, go to XAMPP folder in your local disk and htdocs. That is where we'll put our website folder. That's where we'll put the WordPress installation we downloaded. If you are using WAMP, go to the WAMP folder, and inside this www folder, paste the WordPress you just downloaded after you've unzipped it. Okay? So I'll use XAMPP for today. Now this is the folder. This is the files that make up WordPress. This is the files that is going to build what we are going to see. Now let's go back to our control panel, our XAMPP control panel. Let's open it again for a sec. Now we want to run our PHP admin. WordPress does not work without a database. WordPress requires a database for it to work. So what we want to do is to go to the administration of the database to create a database that would save our website. Okay? So to do that, on your XAMPP, just click on admin close to the MySQL, not the Apache now. Click on administration. So it is going to load up this on your system. It's going to load localhost/php myadmin. So now what we want to do here is to create the database where our website will be saved. Website is a collection of files and database for WordPress. WordPress works with files and database. We'll create a sample database. The way we do that is just click on new, and then we write the name of the database we want. Bright Emeka create. You can name your database whatever you want to name it, but don't forget the name you used. Bright Emeka. Don't forget that name you used. Okay. So now what we want to do is install WordPress on our local machine. Remember that we are using localhost. If you go to our localhost, we would see a list of all the files, all the websites we have in our local machine. Okay, we want to click on the folder where we just copied. Give it a sec. Okay, let me fix this. Now, while copying this, I discovered I didn't extract everything. So, let me delete this and extract it again. Alright. So, where's that WordPress folder? This is it. Okay, we have a version already here. So, I'll just name this Bright Emeka. Okay, cool. So you want to make sure you finish extracting before you delete or do anything. Let's do this again. Let me be sure we have what we want here. Okay, okay. It should work now. One minute. Okay, so it's coming up. Now this is the first screen we are greeted with. Click on continue, select the language, continue. Now it will tell us that we need a database. Recall that we created a database from php/myadmin. Okay, we created a database earlier. Okay, so remember that name, right? Let's go. We have to type the name of that database we created. Username for local machine, use root as your username. Password should be blank, and leave this as is. Localhost is where we are building on. Table prefix is the prefix that will be attached to the database, so just leave it as it is, then submit. Click on run installation, and it's going to install on our local machine. It's asking us to name our site. Let's call it Bright Digital Agency. Okay? Username will be the name we'll be using to log in to edit our website. You don't want to name this admin. No, that's wrong. Give it a name that would be hard to guess for hackers. So let me call this Digital Nomad. Now, password should be something strong, something that you would not forget. Now, I don't feel like doing this. I am building on a local machine. I'm not going to use this ever on a public server. Type in your email, and then install. Remember, never use a weak password on your production site. Please don't do that. It is very, very dangerous. Okay, so it is done. We are set. Now we can view our site, and we can also log into our site. All right. So logging into the site, we just type the name of our website /wp admin to log into our website. Okay, remember the name we created before, Digital Nomad, and your password. Login. Briefing available for scheduled maintenance. Let me see. Why is this saying this? Okay. HTSS. All right. I have been building sites for a long time, so when I saw that error, I discovered that it was on maintenance mode. This is something that you would see from time to time. But when you run into any issues, just drop a comment and I'll walk you through it, okay? So we have WordPress. This is what the back end of the site looks like. This is what our dashboard looks like. Now to view the front end, on this admin toolbar, we'll just visit our site. So we have not done anything. This is how it just looks. This is our website, all right? I want to get it to look like this right here. Okay? So to proceed, we've installed it. Let's look at the dashboard. Now, this is the first bar at the top is called your admin toolbar. This is your admin menu, and this is all this white area here is the main admin area. This is where we'll be doing majority of our work. Building our site is in the back end, okay? This is how it looks. This is how it looks. All right. The first thing I usually install for my website is a security plugin. But before we get that, let's talk about themes. All right. So on your phone, you have appearance and themes, okay? Now for WordPress, themes are what controls how our website looks. You can get it from the admin area. Hover on appearance and click on themes to view the WordPress themes that are available. There are a number of themes available to style the way our website looks. I'm using an old version of WordPress. Let me update it so if you download it, so we have the same thing. We'll be looking at the same thing. All right. Let me just update 1 sec. Come in. It's updating. I want us to be having the same interface, the same edit on our backend. That's why I'm trying to update it to WordPress 5.1. While we wait, let me talk about premium theme and versus free themes. If you look at the WordPress URL, wordpress.org, you'd see that there are a number of themes and plugins available. My internet is acting funny, don't mind it please. If you go to themes, you'd see that there are a number of themes available by default. We have the 2019 theme, we have the Beastone and other themes. These ones, they are all available for free. Now, a number of persons have been asking, okay, should I use free themes or should I use premium paid themes? Themes are developers create themes to make your life easy, to make your development process and journey easy for you. You don't have to learn how to code or do any coding. Just download any theme. Once you like the way it looks, you can download it and view it. You can preview it to see how it looks. Okay, so if you are using this theme, this is how the styling would appear. All right. Okay, so say we want to install a theme. Okay, it's still updating. Let's give it a sec. It's quite large, that's why it's taking time. Now, premium or free. Okay, you would test out some themes and see how it works. If it gives you the look and feel you want for your website, fine, you stick to it. If you want something more better or more premium, you could go for a premium theme. They host a number of themes available. There is the elegant themes. There is Envato Theme Forest, where you can buy themes. Elegant themes, they build WordPress themes, so you could use them. But you just have to spend some money, not much though. Then you can get any theme. You could see how their themes look very classy and beautiful. So these are premium themes. While the themes are available in the WordPress repository, in the WordPress theme repository, is available for free. All the themes here in the WordPress repository is available for free. While third-party themes like Divi, Extra, and other kinds of themes, these are premium themes. They are third-party themes that developed for a fee. You can get them, all right? So for our purpose, they would use a free theme, okay? Why is this happening? Let me see, maintenance mode, go away. Come on. Okay. I'll pause this video and fix this issue and we'll continue. Thank you. Welcome back. Sorry for the interruption. I had to reinstall my installation of WordPress. I discovered that I didn't unzip the file properly, so that's been settled. Go to your dashboard, hover on Appearance, and click on Themes. Now, a number of options exist. We have default themes. We could decide to search when we want to. We could decide to add new theme, and then we'd see more plugins that are available in the WordPress repository. Or if we have a third-party theme that we bought, we could have that uploaded. But we'd stick to the 2019 theme. It will do just fine. Now, themes are what controls. If you view your website now, you'd see that it will look plain, blank. That is because we have not created any content for it to display. It's looking plain and just bland. Okay, this content is showing is default content that comes with WordPress. Let's change the appearance so we see how themes work. Let's select a theme let's add new theme. Let's use this theme that looks dark. So what I did was I clicked install. To install, just click install, it's going to install. When you hover on a theme, you'd see the install option. So clicking it will install it on our site, but that does not activate it. After installing, we'd have to activate the theme for it to properly display on our site. So let's get it installed and activated, and then we'll see how it is changed. Now clicking activate would make it the default theme on our website. Okay, so now it is showing as the default theme. Let's visit the site to see how the look is. Now see, it has changed the way it appears. Just by changing the theme, we have customized the look and feel of our website. So that is what themes are for. Themes customizes how our site look. It's looking nice, man. I do like this theme. All right, so let's move forward. Plugins. Excuse me. Plugins are like functionality for our site. Say we want our website to have like a clock somewhere, or we want to make our website an e-commerce website. We could then use any plugin that will provide that option. Looking at our dashboard, we would see plugins. We would click on add new to add a new plugin. Now there is the big name when it comes to e-commerce for WordPress. BBPress is a forum software for websites. Gutenberg, this is an editor for our WordPress site. Now, themes add extra functionality to our site. We could make our site change the functions that exist on our site using a plugin. For our purpose today, I would use one plugin called, let me go to add new, then search. It's called Elementor. It's a page builder. When you search, you click install. Recall, just like themes, would have to install and activate for it to function well on our website. Okay? Alright. Come on, install. Okay. Now, this is an error I did not foresee. Let me see what's causing it. Now, sometimes some things are not compatible with some plugins. This happens. Let's see if we activate our default theme, whether it will work with the plugin we want to install. Remember, it's Elementor. Just go to our plugins, add new, search, install. Give it a sec. Plugins add extra functionality for our site. So we want analytics on our site. We want to see the number of people that visit our site. That is what plugins are for. There is the Google Analytics we could use to monitor people who come to our website. We could use the Google Analytics plugin. It has installed. Okay, let's activate it. So when building, you sometimes run into issues. Either a theme is not compatible with a plugin or something. So in this case, the theme we installed earlier is not compatible with this Elementor plugin. That is why I had to activate the default 2019 WordPress theme. Okay, so we are set. Let's create the first page. We recall that we want to build something that looks like this. Maybe not exactly, but similar. All right. Now, so there are, the next thing on our slide is posts and pages. These are the default content types that exist in WordPress. We have the pages and we have the posts. The posts is mainly used when we are blogging. Okay, posts are blog content and they usually appear chronologically, and they are best for blogging solutions. That is when we use posts. When we want to add blogs on our website, we use posts. When we want to add, create maybe something that would be more static, maybe like an about page or like a home page, like a home, we use pages. So let me go to our website. On our admin menu, you'd see that we have posts and we have pages. We call posts are for blog content. Pages are for more static content. Let's add a new page. Just hover on pages, then click on add new. That is how you create a page in WordPress. Alright, let's close this. If it's the first time you're opening it, this is what it will look like. Let's close this. let's add the title of our page. Let's call it home page. Alright? And I don't want us to use the default editor here now. Let's use the Elementor plugin we used. Just click on Edit with Elementor. The former editor we were saying is the default WordPress editor, but we installed Elementor to see how we can extend the functionality of our site with a plugin. Alright? So this is Elementor. We want to build with Elementor. First things first, let's click on Settings. I want the page layout type to be Elementor Canvas. That way, it fills the entire screen. It's not just in one particular area. Alright, so Settings, then Page Layout, Elementor Canvas. Now, we use the Add button to add a new section. Now, click on the Add button. We can choose a row style. Maybe we want column structure. We want 2 columns, we want 1 column. We call that this is what we want to build. So the first column is a single column. So let's choose that. Okay, so we have it up there as the single column. We can click this Add button here, the plus sign, to add contents there. And let's choose heading. Click on heading and drag it to that area where we want it to appear. Here it is. Let's call it Bright Digital Solutions. Alright, so we want to center this. We can see a center button here. Now, if you notice there is something like a background, it's like there's an element behind. To add that, it's like a background, so we go to our advanced column and go to background. Let's add the background. Okay. Let's add an image there. Now we could use any image we've downloaded before. Let's get an image. Sorry. Let's get an image we'll use on our website, pixels.com. I want to put an image, this place where this is just blue, I want an image to appear there. I don't want it to be just plain blue, okay? So pixels.com is a place where you could get free images that have Creative Commons license. We could use them for free. Alright, so let me search for computers. We are a digital solution, so yeah, let's use computers. Come on, internet, behave, go fast. Alright, so we would see some images. Which do I want to use? I think I like this. So click on it and download it. Sorry, my internet is being funny and slow today. So click on download, choose the size we want, download photo. So it downloads. Now we go back to our website. We could either click on select files to find wherever it is, or if we know the location, we just click and drag to our website and it gets attached. Alright? Insert it. Now you can see it at the background. Let's expand it so we see it very well. We could add what is called paddings inside to see it. Let's make it 50. Okay, it's getting big, that's fine. And I like the way it looks, it's nice. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's add another section for those 3 contents. Say we want to have some services we want them to do. Add new section, let's make it 3. Alright, so it's now 3. Let's add something like an icon. Clicking the add plus button is what brings new modules for you to add. Let's make it an icon box. Let's call this we do marketing. Then you can just edit, click and type, and you have whatever content you want to add. Alright, so let's add another one here. Icon box, marketing. What next should we add? Designing, or design is fine. And thirdly, let's add another icon box. Now, this is made possible because of the Elementor plugin we installed. Let's write development here. Now let's look at what we are building. Okay, this is what we're building. The next thing here is a video and some text by the side. Alright. We could decide to increase the space between this first column, this first section here, and this by increasing the space in here. Advanced, we could increase the margin space there. Let's make it 10 pixels. You can see it is shifted down. The final column we'll add is 2 sections, 2 columns. Let's make this a video. Just click and drag the video here, and a sample placeholder video will appear here. Then for this section, let's have text. You could search text. I want text to be here. So yeah, let's add text. YouTube is delaying, that's why the video is not showing. That's fine. So contact us today for your digital media solutions. Alright, then we place our number 334-703-639-334. Okay, we could make it bold. We could even add links if we want. Alright, so we apply, and then if we scroll down on this column would see a publish button. Click on the publish. Okay, I know the publish button might not fit in the screen, but it's there. You would see it on your own screen. So we have our first page already. Let's take a look at it. Have a look. Alright, it loads. It's coming up. Okay, so you can see the URL, our website /home. My internet is messing with my XAMPP, that's why it's slow, but it will come up shortly. Alright, so this is it. The reason the admin bar is showing is because we are logged in. Alright, so we've built a sample landing page in less than 15 minutes. We have this already done. So imagine you now giving this more time. You'd be amazing with what you can do. Okay, so we've gotten our page. It looks even, I like it even more than the sample we are looking at. Alright. Okay. Moving on. Next steps. What next? If you want to take your web development career to the next level, what should you do? We can work together. For a month, I would be your coach. And you would have me, you could call me, you could, would have coaching calls on the weekends, every weekend for the 1 month. And this would also be in addition with my ebook. I have an ebook that tells you how you could get premium themes and premium tutorial for free. I have that ebook published. It's called Freemium. You should get the book, or you could buy the ebook and have and as a bonus you get a weekend coaching call with me at 5,000 Nigerian naira, or you could have me as your coach for a month. And in this coaching package, would have you develop your website in that same month. So this is amazing. And for a limited time only, till May 20th, 2019, you could get these packages at a 50% discount. Have me coach you for a month at 10,000. Whoa. The value you'd get is out of this world. All right? You could also get my book and get a coaching call with me at 2,500 naira for a limited time only. So act now. After May 20th, it returns to the usual price. Pay any of the fee. So just pay into the account here. For a limited time only, pay into the account 01089847848, the Creatives Chronicles, formerly Diamond Bank but now Access Bank, and then send your full name and email to thecreativechronicles@gmail.com. Then we'll get you onboarded, and I would work with you to get you to create your first website for the premium package. While for the basic package, you get my ebook and you have a one weekend coaching call with me, just one coaching call with me, valued at over 5,000 naira. You get all this. Now we have bonus. All right, so to get images, this is the website to go to, pixels.com, or you go to unsplash.com, or you can also go to pixelbay.com. And to get icons, you could use for your logo, head on to flaticons.com. This slide would be, the link would be in the comments, so you could get the slide. And my bank details and a link to the payment page is also available in the comments. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate your time. Till another time, I am Bright Emeka. Have an amazing day.